It's like GPS for your life. The Sky Vibe Show. All right, I'm ready for better. I want more. Thomas Miller, professional astrologer, Judi.Diamond here with the Sky Vibe. Last episode, you said it was going to get better. We were in Gemini and Mercury went direct. Help.
Well, it is going to lighten up for sure. And I know everybody's like, yeah, tell me more, tell me more. I rolled the chart forward here to take a look at this. So by June 3rd, if you want to put a date in your calendar. Or you
By the way, 2024.
2024 is when this is being recorded, yes. By then, this is for the folks that are listening currently. Mm-hmm. Things are going to be a whole lot different because we're going to have the sun will have been in Gemini for about 2 weeks at that point. Now, Gemini opens everything up. Right now, it's just been, we've talked about this bundle of energy. It's all concentrated. It's all like this laser beam. You know the laser thing that you do on the floor and your cat goes crazy? Well,
yeah, I think they outlawed those, Thomas.
It's like all of that energy is like, boom, focused right there in the sky right now. And we talked in the last episode of how heavy this has been. Well, now it's going to thin out. And all of that is going to move into Gemini, which is the dual sign. So instead of being grouped up, now there are going to be multiple options. And you may even mention working on multiple projects. And the inspiration is going to come back because it's the planet of communication. So if you're a writer and you've just been stifled, get ready. It is going to get so much better when we roll into this season. But there's more. Because, and I'm going to use a little bit of astro speak here, forgive me, but we'll break it down really fast. Along with the sun moving into Gemini, also Venus, which is love, it's also money, Jupiter, which is expansion, and Mercury, which rules Gemini. There's that R word again that I don't like using, but we will. Mercury also is moving in there, which just only amplifies it all the more. So everything about this, and in astrology, Jupiter and Venus are known as the two benefic planets, the good guys.
I mean beneficial.
The white hats that bring good things to your life, more so than challenges. And when the challenges come, they are always for our growth and our good, no matter what it is, if we're living that kind of high timeline lifestyle like I like to talk about. So really the picture between now when we're recording this in late April, we've got to get through May, but by June 3rd, all of that energy is going to be in Gemini, and get ready. If you have been a little stuck up from this last couple of months,
you're not alone.
Go to no, you're not alone. Your listeners, I'm sure you hear it all the time on your show.
Constantly.
Yep. So we know that everybody's been feeling this. Do the things that you would do in order to get back to your A game. Work on your diet. Exercise. If you've been slacking in that area because you just haven't felt like it, totally understandable. Time to get back in the saddle, get back on the game. Eating right. I'm a big one on this. I went down this path myself because I saw it in the chart. I gave up alcohol about 6 years ago. Be a great time to take a look at that, or even to just say, hey, could I do with that? If things are getting ready to get better, I want to be on my A game. I don't want that foggy in the morning, so I'm going to just try it for a month. Just try it for a month. Try it for 6 weeks. Give it a shot. See if you feel better. Monitor the outcome. But this is all the kind of like, what can I do to really be at my optimal performance right now? Do that. This would be a great time to do it. That's the best way to apply this. And as we're looking forward, that's what's coming, so you might as well be ready. That's conscious living.
That is. And one of the things really simple that helped me, Thomas, this past week, as Mercury was getting out of retrograde and going direct, and I was still feeling the heavy, I was frustrated. I have a lot of projects that I've been stuck because I've been stuck. Yeah. And I dropped everything. I walked away from the computer, and I took a walk in nature, sat down on the grass. I literally hugged trees. I put my hand to the ground and closed my eyes and felt part of the earth, felt Mother Gaia, nature. And That was very, very much a grounding. They call it grounding. Simple, doesn't cost you a thing. You can eat whatever you want, although healthy eating I prefer. But I suggest that, highly suggested. I came back still a little bit of a fog, but at least I felt like I was connected to the universe.
Interesting
Still
you
in a
mentioned
fog,
that.
but connected.
Well, interesting you say that because a friend of mine mentioned the other day that she had bought this grounding bed sheet.
I have a grounding mat for my feet, yeah.
Well, I got one ordered. I think it'll be here tomorrow, actually, from when we're recording this. I'll let you know. I'll weigh in on that if you want to hear. But
Yes.
I mean, I like the idea of that. And if you can bring it into where you sleep, where you spend a
Even
third of
better.
your life, even better, right? So
I'm sure I got
interested to try
stared
that.
at with some weird stares when I took my shoes off and started doing cartwheels on the grass in this park, but I don't care. And you can't care about what people think.
No, goodness sakes. And see, this is what we were talking all the way back in the first episode and the second episode when we were talking about surfing, catching a wave, listening to the weather forecast. That's exactly what we're doing here. This is the weather forecast of where the energy is going to be going. So are you going to be feeling as heavy as you have been the last couple of months? Come June, no, you're not. It's going to feel a whole lot better. You're probably going to have some things line up your way with Jupiter and Venus in there as well. And it's just going to be a whole different dynamic and feeling. Now, that's not to say that there aren't challenges and that we aren't going to have more challenges coming. We do. This is a tough period
It's also
right now.
not to say that you're not going to be, now you're being called to do your work. I
Yeah.
mean, it's giving you this amazing opportunity where the planets are going to give you the space you need to be creative and do what you do for your life that's going to work.
Yeah, finally we're back. So it's
Yes.
like you might as well anticipate that and get in front of it and be ready so that you are top performing when it gets here. Now, there is something else that is kind of governing this overall energy that we are all experiencing right now. And this kind of catches the pandemic and everything else that's been happening over everybody says we have not returned to new normal is not normal, right? So let's talk about that in the next episode of what that is and why that's going on, because there's a very clear astrological explanation for it.
Oh, I love this. All right, you'll have to tune in.
See you next time.